and then just spread it out. So the time has finally come for me to start on my garden. So in this project, everything will just be about, basically just me mowing my garden, removing all the moss I have, and then plant new seeds and use top dressing. So just topsoil for everything, just to keep it nice, healthy, give it all the nutrients, and hopefully just keep everything else away that's not grass. So to do that, I bought 2000 liters of something like this, top dressing. So this here will just be placed everywhere in my garden when I have removed all the moss and planted all my grass seeds. So it should give me a way more nice and beautiful garden afterwards. Oh yeah, and all this in here, that's the tools I'm gonna use for it. So this one right here is basically just to make holes in the lawn, so water can be able to drain way easier. And the other one here is just to make the soil more plain when I'm going to make it straight, basically. And then plenty of seeds. So I've bought 6 kilos of seeds. Probably way too much overkill, but I will have a very much nice dense lawn, hopefully. And then of course I bought a machine that should make it more easily for me to remove the moss. So something like this. An Alco electric moss remover. So yeah, here are the specs, but I will show them up here on the screen instead. So, but yeah, the first step before I can start on all these things here is to first mow my lawn. The grass has to be this high here when I do it. And after that I will assemble my new moss remover and then give it a go. So it will be quite fun. So let's see if I can show you guys a little better look of this garden. So as you can see right here, just everything here around is moss. So it's a little sad to see. Then of course a little tiger is coming to say hello. Hello. Hi. Yeah, Frederik, you little attention seeker. Yeah. So as you can see, there's quite a lot of moss in my garden. So it's going to be very fun to remove everything, and hopefully it should look a little more like this area right here. Right here, there shouldn't be any moss left. It's just an old area where there's plenty of flowers and so on. But yeah, now for the last of my garden. Oh yeah, that was my whole garden. let me show you about this area over here. So as you can probably see, there's happened some few things in this area. One of the things was that this whole area was filled with plenty of different bushes that was just a completely mess. So we just chose to remove everything, just to make it, just to make it from scratch. So everything is gone, and then we're gonna plant some grass everywhere, and then from that point we will see which kind of plants we'll probably plant in the future. So the result, like so. Yeah, it's looking very nice, I know. Now it is time to assemble the moss remover. So the electric vertical cutter will be assembled. So that's the next phase in the project. Whew. So here my new moss remover is the ALKO. So the electric Schaeffler 384E Combi Care. So, but you know what? Instead of me assembling, I will actually try to do a magic trick. So let's see if I can do some magic right here. Yeah. I think it worked. Of course, I did the assembly, but I thought that I would like to maybe try some magic first. So, but anyway, as you can see, here is the machine, and there's actually only two things you can do with it. There is the power socket and start and stop. Here's the collector box, and this here is just so you can adjust the height of the machine. So this is the lowest, and this is the highest. So come and get a closer look. There we go. So as you can see, here is the socket for 230 volts. Start and stop. Collector box. And the height adjustment. So this is the lowest and the highest. So the machine has two tools. So right now, this here is the first tool. So these are just small fingers that will be taking off all the moss from the garden. So they will just be going around in a circle and just be picking up and placing everything inside the collector box. And then here is the other tool. So as you can see, this one here is a little more, hard on the garden. So this one is meant to be pulling off every kind of roots and so on. So it's not the tool that I'll be needing now, but it will definitely come in handy in the future. But yeah, now my new little toy down here will be having fun with me. So soon, all of this right here will be looking all different. Yeah. So, time for seeing how great this machine will be working in the garden. So, let's plug her up to power and just go for a straight through the garden and see how it's gonna look. So hopefully it will not be too many turns that I will have to go back and forth, but anyway, I will do it as many times as I need to get the result that I want. And to turn it on is just push a button and then it's ready. Ooh, I can see that my trailer will be completely filled, maybe just in this area here. So that'll be fun. It's gonna be very fun to see how the garden looks afterwards. You can see that right now this piece here won't do because while I'm running the machine, all the moss is collecting down here in the bottom. So it's actually just making it harder for the machine to be working correctly. Yeah. So I will do it without, and then I will just collect it afterwards. I think you can definitely agree with me that it would be everything worthwhile. So now I'll just keep going. So enjoy the show until I'm finished. Yeah, and don't worry, I'll have a little buddy helping me. Yeah, this little guy here, he will surely be helping me with everything. And hopefully play with all the moss while I'm working, keep me entertained. So, it took a little while. We managed to get most of all the moss away, but as you probably can see behind me, there's still plenty of left. So, but unfortunately, right now it has started to rain a little bit too much, so the lawn is a little too wet. So we just chose to finish for today. But let's come and see here. So, as you can see, we have only taken this side right here. So everything from this way here will be for tomorrow. So everything from this line will be tomorrow instead. It's looking quite nice. I'm quite pleased with how the process went so far. Oh yeah, let me show you how much we collected. So this here is a trailer we have, and it is quite dense packed, all this moss. So it is the other reason why we chose to stop today, because there was no more space on it. Yeah, and this small area around here will be taken also. It is the next day already, and fortunately, it is not raining today, so that's very nice. On the contrary, the lawn is still quite moist, but that doesn't really matter. We just keep going. We have already taken a little bit, so as you can see right here, this area here right now has been over for 5 or 6 times. So we are choosing to stop on this area because it doesn't seem like there's any more moss left. Well, it is the same as all the grass, but there wasn't too much grass to begin with anyway. But over here, as you can see, this little area right here, and right there also, that is the only thing that we are missing before we are going to start in the next area. So it's gonna be very nice. But yeah, it is quite a lot of moss we have already gathered. So I'll just come and show you how much we have already taken out. And we have only been going one time on half of the lawn. So as you can see right here, our trailer is already quite packed already. So I'm looking quite forward to have a beautiful lawn when the sun is shining quite bright and all that nice stuff. So anyway, now I'll just let you guys enjoy that I'm taking the last piece of this area before we'll start the next. And the next, I can almost guarantee that it's neither just as bad or actually worse. Just look here. So moss over there, grass right here. Yeah. Yeah. So now this part of the lawn is finished with taking off all the moss. So now the only thing that's left for now on this side is just to collect everything, and then I can start on the other side. This is just so relaxing to do. So now this side here is finished also, and I must say I'm actually quite surprised that there was more grass than expected. I almost thought that everything here was moss. So yeah, let me show you. So my previously beautiful moss lawn is now only dirt and grass. I know, it's beautiful. Oh well, it's gonna be beautiful when I'm finished. So it is the next day, and now the lawn is completely without moss. Well, as much as it can be, because there's still some few places left where I'm allowing it, just to be honest. But anyway, let me show you. So here you can see how it is looking right now. And it is looking very nice. Now it is time to use the plane popper. So as I mentioned earlier, it is a very fun tool to use. So I'm gonna create a bunch of small dirt sausages. Yeah, it will look quite fun when I use it. Yeah, you will see when I start. But yeah, other than that, let's go and get the tool. So here it is. As I mentioned, plain proper. So 2 seconds, I'm just gonna put you guys over here. There's a hole all the way through from these 2 pipes. And it is just like this. And up. And I think I'll go around this distance right here. And then I'll just go again. So the reason why I'm doing this is basically just to make a pathway for all the moisture that will be on the lawn. So hopefully most of the moisture will go down in these drain areas. And as you can see, this here has to be done everywhere. So there's only one thing to say. Let's just get to it. So enjoy. I got my beautiful assistant to use the tool while I'll show you guys how she's doing it. Very easy job. And look who's over here just enjoying the view. Yeah. Yeah. Wow. Yeah. Wow. Now, anyway, half of the garden is finished with all the poopings. Now it's just the other side. So now I am finished with making all the holes in the lawn. So now the next thing, of course, I still need to collect all the poops before I can go for the next step. However, the next step is to, I'm thinking just to put some small layer of top dressing on first. And then I will put the seeds on and then the rest of the top dressing. Just so some of the top dressing can go down to the holes and not too many seeds. It probably won't matter anyway, but I like to think that way. But let me show you. So you can kind of see all the holes that's down there. They're a little hard to see, but the whole lawn is completely filled with holes everywhere. So now the grass will have plenty of airflow and the water will be able to go down everywhere. So now it's time for the top dressing. And to be honest, I cannot really remember which kind of soil, material, minerals it is containing. So I'll just show it here on the screen so you guys can see what it is. And a link to where you can find it yourself. But it is really just type for top dressing. Of course, this here is a little more dense material because I want to I want to fix the bumps in my garden. But next year I'm going to use this finer grit, basically just sand. The same thing that you use on golf courses. But anyway, it's time to dig the soil. So, there we go. Now it's just time to spread in the garden. So, just a thin top layer. Like so. And then just spread it out. So, then I'll just keep going until everything is just a little more brownish. So, yeah. So, as you can see, we have finished putting all the top dressing on the lawn, and let's see, it took 2.5 hours to empty the whole bag. So here is the result. Beautiful lawn, or dirt lawn, as you want to call it, maybe. So all the way around, it's just beautiful. So we chose to stop today. So tomorrow we will continue, and for that we only need to spread out the grass seeds and use the planer, so we are sure that it's almost completely plain. Here's from the front. Yeah, looks very nice. So it is the next day, and as I mentioned, it is time for seeding, and using my grass planer. So this is the tool that my lady she will use, and I will use the seeding gun. And let me show you about it. There's 5 different levels on it. So up here, you can see, here it is completely open on number 5. And on number 1, it is only a little bit open up right here. But I think I'll probably just start with number 5 first. So it will just be manual handle and then fully open. So, and I think that I will start with using only 4, because each container can take 100 square meters. And right now I have 600, and my garden is only around 350, 400-ish. So they will be for spare. So the other ones here, I will use those first. But yeah, these ones, they can just come later. So, and then, so they will probably drop down when I need it. But anyway, let's take the first one. Yeah. The whole box could be inside. Nice. Nah. Let's see it in action. So the idea is that while I'm doing this, my girlfriend, she will be in charge of just using the plane planer. So she will just be walking around and just making everything level while I'm enjoying this here. I see it's empty now, so perfect timing. Thank you. So time for next one. Nice. Thanks, guys. So that was seeds for the whole lawn, and I only needed the 4 bags that I intentionally thought was necessary. So now, as you can see here, I used those 4 ones, 2 normal grass, 1 for aftermoss, and then I have these 2 here left. So I will probably go around spraying those if there should be any places necessary, depending on how many of the seeds has survived and the watering and yada yada yada. But now it is time to water the garden, and that of course I'll need to maybe do 1 or 2 times each day, depending on how hot it will be out here. But yeah, at least 1 time every day. So now the whole lawn is watered. So actually, there's actually no more I can do in this small fun project. Now I just need to wait for 6 to 8 weeks and just keep watering it every day, and then everything should be beautiful in that time. So yeah, stay tuned if you want to see how will it turn out. And other than that, have a nice day, and hopefully I'll see you again.